One, you reach Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today with a tea time for the day. I started them on Monday, had a little fun with it. I hope that y'all liking it. If you want me to continue with the tea time moments, just let me know. But today's tea time moment is on Kanye West. Okay, why Kanye today? Because Kanye, ironically, in less than 30 days, the world has shown Mr. West that his black life doesn't matter. He was quoted as saying that the Black Lives Matter movement was a scam. It was a joke. And he said to everybody after he did his fashion show in Paris on October 3rd that, you know what, guys? Thank me, because I had finally ended this scam with the Black Lives Matter movement. Okay, he said it was a whole scam. I'm wondering how he's feeling now that the world is showing him that, guess what? Your black life doesn't matter. So on October 3rd in Fashion Week in Paris, he had models come out with a shirt on that said White Lives Matter. He pissed off a lot of his fans. He pissed off a lot of his celebrity friends. Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son, was at the fashion show and he didn't even stay for the whole thing. Once he saw what Kanye did with those t-shirts, he was like, deuces, I'm out. I will not stay anywhere where I don't believe in the message and the message is against me. And I kind of paraphrase his statement, guys. Diddy also spoke out and said, listen, okay, Kanye pretty much is going too far. And that is when Kanye was on this express train that ended up crashing and burning. So that happened on October 3rd. Now, October 3rd to the 9th is kind of when some more celebrities come speaking out against him. And they were speaking out because after the whole White Lives Matter t-shirt thing, he started saying some anti-Semitic slurs and just hate speech, right? And he took this hate speech to Instagram and Twitter. Okay, and he also doubled down on the hate speech in some interviews that he did. And the only reason why he stopped and he apologized is, I want to say, because he got all the backlash and he also found out that it was going to potentially, which actually ended up hitting his pockets, his bottom line. So much so that it took him from billionaire status all the way down to him just having $400 million. Now listen, guys, in our world, $400 million, that's not pennies, okay? That's still a lot of money. But when you're Kanye or Ye West and you have this super big ego and you were so excited when you were on the Forbes list as a billionaire, and now to find out that you've been etched out of the list because of your rhetoric, I know he's sitting over there stewing in his pain and his misery, but let's carry on. And I'm just picking out my notes here to give you more information, right? So October 8th to 9th, that is when Instagram and Twitter said, you know what? This man has too many followers. He has too much influence. He's going to influence some young, impressionable minds. So guess what? We're restricting his accounts. So now he doesn't even have freedom of speech on those particular platforms because they're going to monitor and watch every single word he says, to the point where they took down some of his anti-Semitic hate tweets and all of that off of those platforms. And from this moment on, actually from that moment on, October 8th, I'm going to say, he wasn't allowed to just freely go on those platforms and spill his hate. Now, let's move on to, I want to say it was October 10th to the 17th, okay? And this is the takedown. The Kanye House of Cards just tumbling down. October 10th to the 17th, it was a decline in his radio play, okay? So all of the streaming services like Spotify, Apple Music, all of them are pretty much removing Kanye's West catalog off of their streaming systems because they don't even want people to remember his name. They don't want people to be able to access any of his music on their particular platforms. Why? Because you pissed them off. Why? Because you had this anti-Semitic hate speech. And they want to let you know that that speech and those words will not be tolerated. So that was the 8th to the 9th. I'm sorry, that was the 10th to the 17th, where he had a decline in the radio play, right? Now, October 19th, this is the straw that broke the camel's back. Ari Emanuel, who is very powerful, has a ton of money, has a ton of influence, and when he says things, people listen and things happen. He called for everybody associated with Kanye West, okay, all his business partners, all his affiliates, anybody that can help that man make a dime in this world. He told all of them, shut, server, act like this man doesn't exist. No longer associate or do business with Kanye West. Now, he said this on October the 19th. Well, guess what happened shortly after? On October the 21st, guess what? Balenciaga said to Kanye West, we're done. On October the 24th, his baby mama, his estranged wife, and her sister, Kim and Khloe, they put the record out there because you're not going to mess with the Kardashians' money, okay? So they want the world to know that, listen, that's Kanye. Yes, he's my estranged husband. Yes, he's the father of my kids, but I don't believe what he believes. And although they didn't mention his name, the world knew who they was talking about. They was like, listen, under no circumstances are we down with people saying hateful things against any group in this world, especially the Jewish people, okay? So they made it known to the world in all of their brands, don't cut us off because of this fool over here, okay? We ain't got nothing to do with him. He out there doing what he do. Matter of fact, I'm waiting for him to sign my divorce papers. So Kim and Khloe, on the 24th of October, they spoke out against Mr. West. Now, where the rest of the house of cards start falling down, on the 25th of October, the Gap said goodbye, Adidas said goodbye, and Foot Locker said goodbye. But the Adidas saying goodbye to him, that's what took him and got his name etched off the Forbes billionaire list. Because when they evaluate you to say that you're a billionaire, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have all of that cash in hand, in a bank, or in assets at that moment. Kanye had deals signed, and the deal with Adidas was worth buku dollars, so to speak. And that is what got him on that Forbes list, and that is what took him off the list. Because once Adidas said we're done, he lost millions and millions. And I want to say they said he lost $1 billion from that deal. What a fool. So you know what, for some people, their mouthpiece is what gets them to the top, and their mouthpiece, it was takes them down. So the same thing that got them to the top is the same thing that took them down. So here we are, Ye West, for a while there, remember he was doing his Sunday services? Well, he got a Sunday service now, and unfortunately, it's his own funeral, and he orchestrated it, okay? So he dug the hole 6 feet under. He actually jumped in it, and now all of his partners, his agency dropped them, creative agency dropped them. Oh, he had a documentary that was supposed to come back out. I want to say some group called MCR, documentary scratched, okay? This all happened in less than 30 days. So Kanye, he dug that hole 6 feet under. He jumped in it. And now everybody that was associated with him, they're lined up one by one. They got their shovel and they're taking it, and they taking turns and just throwing the dirt on top of him, okay? The Gap threw their dirt in. Balenciaga threw their dirt in. Adidas, because that was the biggest deal of them all. They had a whole dump truck just dump a whole bunch of dirt in there on them. And the last in the line is his estranged wife, Kim Kardashian. She don't have dirt though. She have cement because she want to make sure that he never rises again. So here we are, the downfall of Kanye West. Do you feel sorry for him? Do you think it is cruel and unusual punishment that all of these people are backing away from him? And let me tell you this, Ari Emanuel, he is also the one. Do you remember, what is that darn name? Mel Gibson. You remember that actor? And remember he did these anti-Semitic comments. I don't think we heard from him since, really. Not like that. Well, this Ari Emanuel also was the one that told people to sever their ties with Mel Gibson. So Kanye West done did it now. I wonder if now he will go get help if that is what he needs. I wonder if he's going to keep running around town acting a straight fool now that all of these people are backing away from him. Or will he be strong? Will he rise to the top? Will he start his own, brand without needing other people to promote it? And if he does, will people buy it? And if he does, will he be able to get the materials and the items that he needs to start up his own thing without the Gap or Adidas or Louis Vuitton or Balenciaga helping him? Because who is he going to go to get these materials? Will he end up bumping into somebody that he pissed off because he said these nasty, hateful things? This has been Tea Time, guys. Chat with me in the comments. And when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And I'll see y'all in the next video. I guess I didn't give my final words or my thoughts on it. My biggest thought, I guess I say in this, is sometimes people have to be torn down off their high horse because they get so crazy when they're up there that they lose themselves and they lose their natural mind. And I think Kanye, he thought he was invincible. He was reckless with the words that came out of his mouth. He didn't care who he hurt by what he was saying. And in addition to that, he has 4 children. And what they were seeing and the path that he was going down, he needed to stop. Anyway, guys, chat with me in the comments. And when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And if y'all free, I'll see you tonight, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm saying Central. I must want to be in Central Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for my recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Have a good one. See y'all later. Don't forget to hit that like button.